He quickly fought back, and ultimately, Old Bai felt as though his punches had lost all their force against Cully, like he had swung a wild punch into thin air. He didn't hesitate for a moment, and bit hard into Curly's ear with his teeth, and at this very moment, Curly finally experienced what it truly feels like to receive a good thrashing. What an absolute doofus this guy is. During this time, Old Bai befriended Old Black. One day, Old Black visited Old Bai's cell with a painting. He wanted Old Bai to write a letter for Old Black's upcoming wedding anniversary. Old Black, illiterate, asked for help. After finishing the task, Old Bai offered to teach Old Black to read, boosting their friendship. But more trouble was brewing. Old Bai found his roommate hiding a cell phone in the cell, a major prison taboo. Old Bai made up his mind to consult Old Black about what to do, and Old Black cautioned him that if he were caught by the authorities, Old Bai would find himself in a great deal of trouble. Old Bai vowed not to get caught. In prison, his roommate once helped him against Curly's bullying, so he now decides to return the favour. He told his roommate that if he got rid of the phone, he'd act like he never saw it. Old Bai thought his roommate would understand, but what happened next shocked him. One day, Old Bai didn't hear his father on the call. His mother said he was hospitalised for heart issues. The people beside him were noisy during the call, so Old Bai couldn't hear his mother. All he could catch were fragmented words, and then the person next to him suddenly started waving around while on the phone. No fight yet, but things were looking tense. At that moment, Old Bai rushed to ask his mother for more details, but she was stumbling over her words. Suddenly, a guard approached Old Bai and told him to hang up. Old Bai was taken aback and didn't respond in time, so the guard just hung up the phone for him. After the cell door closed, Old Bai, with a look of helplessness on his face, sighed and asked his roommate if the phone was still there, feeling lost inside. So he waited for the next chance to get outside and quickly found the priest. The priest was more than willing to lend a hand, and Old Bai felt a sense of relief wash over him. Old Bai learned his father passed peacefully from his mother, but was unsettled by his father's attitude. He was aware that being incarcerated had caused his parents anxiety, and Old Bai didn't want his father to pass away filled with resentment and bitterness. After inquiring prison rules, Old Bai said he could attend the funeral but must wear gloves. He felt anxious if his family would welcome him. His mother assured him that she definitely wanted him there and hoped Old Bai could say a few words at the funeral. After cleaning up, the guards took Old Bai away after a series of checks. Dressed in a suit and holding his speech, Old Bai got into a car ready to leave. However, their cell was about to be checked, and the guard claimed they had information that something was hidden there. The roommate kept explaining, but the guard wasn't having it, quickly shoving him out and searching every corner. Meanwhile, the car's engine was already running, and the gate to the outside was slowly opening. Old Bai felt a pit in his stomach, realizing trouble was brewing again. As the car door was swung up, the security guard inquired about the phone with Old Bai. Old Bai answered honestly, but the guard shot him a skeptical look. He wondered if maybe today wasn't the day to go home, as Old Bai seemed distressed thinking about his father. Just when he thought things couldn't get worse, the priest walked in, pushing the cell door open. The priest said that even though Old Bai couldn't attend in person, he could help make a call to the funeral. This way, Old Bai would know what was happening as the car slowly drove out of his parents' door. Old Bai also arrived at the prison chapel to listen to the priest talk. They were personally escorted by his mother and ex-wife, and at the same time, other relatives and friends had also come specially to bid farewell to his father. Some were distant relatives, probably people Old Bai didn't even recognize. The priest led the way as the coffin was slowly brought into the church. It was then placed at the front, and next came everyone's farewell to the father. In her speech, she first mentioned Old Bai, then spoke about his father, her one true love. To be able to see my husband off is truly a perfect conclusion. As time passed, this marked Old Bai's 509th day in prison. Coincidentally, it was also New Year's Day in London, and the prisoners planned to celebrate by banging their cups against the doors. Due to his good behaviour, Old Bai's sentence had been reduced, and the prison was getting ready to give him more freedom. The priest and the warden wanted Old By to join a meeting to share his personal experiences and tell everyone he should never tread the path of crime. This time, when Old By was released from prison, there were no guards accompanying him. The prison gave him $25 to spend freely as long as he returned by curfew. Hearing this, Old By was overjoyed, but little did he know the mob boss was making a beeline for him. The boss reminded Old By of an old favor he owed, and now was the time to pay up. Old By had no choice but to agree temporarily, planning to come up with a solution after getting out. And so, Old By finally found himself on stage, sharing his story. Old By was once a good man, but life's hardships led him into alcoholism. Gradually, alcohol became the center of his life, but one day everything changed. After a painful struggle, drunk Old By got behind the wheel. On the way home, his vision blurred, a tragedy struck, and Old By hit a worker. But Old By's immediate decision wasn't to rescue anyone, it was to head straight home. By the time he sobered up and got home, he finally came clean to his wife. Ultimately, Old By decided to turn himself in and face the music for his crimes. It was during the trial that Old By learned the worker had a happy family. Not only had Old By killed him, but he had also shattered that happy family. Confronting this painful past, Old By didn't deny it. During his prison time, he came to recognize his mistakes. He was willing to atone for his sins, but now, what mattered most was that everyone cherish the law and stay away from crime. If you found my story interesting, don't forget to hit like and subscribe.